John Lennon wrote one of the worst songs of all time, Imagine. A song that glamorizes communism and kind of demonizes religion, nationalities. One of the worst songs ever made, right? And I noticed that because this is one of the worst songs ever made, right, that it didn't condemn the greatest evil plaguing American society. The thing that we have to deal with every year, the thing that is keeping people from improving their lives, from paying attention to the world around them, that is keeping them distracted, that is just a complete waste of everyone's time and money and attention, the Super Bowl, right? Sports ball is the greatest evil in America, right? This is the reason that the general population is complacent. It's the reason why they're so easily controlled. It's the reason why they don't care about anything that happens to them. Because I gotta watch that game tonight, bro. I gotta see if my team wins, right? I gotta sit there and watch as men do things that I could never do, right? I'm going to ignore my family. I'm going to ignore my job. I'm going to ignore my adult responsibilities. And I'm just going to sit there for 3 hours and watch some guys tackle each other, right? Because that's what a real American does, right? It is laughably dumb, right? I've always maintained that football is gay. I've been saying this for years, you know, seeing just how much people have this fixation on it, this fascination with this idea that oh man, if my team wins, I get to say that I was better than the other team, right? It's stupid. It makes no sense. It's not productive. It's a complete waste of everyone's time, right? It is dumb. And it serves no purpose for the masses, but for the elites, for the people who control society, sports ball is the method to control the population. It is an example of bread and circuses, right? Give people endless entertainment and keep them distracted, keep them complacent, and they will never revolt against you, right? And that is why the Super Bowl is pushed the way it is. That is why we have this endless push to go see this pointless event. This is why that so many people just spend their entire lives maintaining this ecosystem, pretending that sports ball matters, right? It's because they are simply soulless empty husks who don't really understand that there are more important things in life than sports, right? These are guys who have spent their entire lives playing ball or training someone to throw a ball around and not really understanding that, isn't there more to life than just this? Like, they never stop to think to themselves that, maybe I should be working harder at my job. Maybe I should be developing a new skill set. Maybe I should be doing something about my corrupt government. Maybe I should. No, because that's what sports ball does. It distracts you. It prevents you from acknowledging the real problems in your life, and it is it offers this false sense of uh, gratification when your team wins, right? You did absolutely nothing, right? You didn't go out there and play. You didn't win, and the victory itself means nothing. But your team won. Oh man, your team won, and that makes you the best. And by extension, that makes you a winner, and that makes and winners get ahead in life. And yeah, it's dumb. It always was dumb. It always was ridiculous, and it's just one of those things that I think needs to be addressed more. Right? This is the primary thing I think is wrong with American culture right now is that everyone is so hyper fixated on things that do not matter, right? I do not care about sports ball. I do not care about Taylor Swift and her boyfriend. I don't I don't even know who Taylor Swift is, right? I don't care about the conspiracy. I don't care if the NFL is rigged, right? I don't care about the players. I don't care about the teams. I don't care about the cities they're from. I don't care. I want people to focus on fixing their actual problems that I know they have in their real lives. And following along with a sports ball team is not going to fix any of those problems, right? People need to take responsibility for what's going on around them and stop worshiping people for throwing a ball around, right? Sports athletes and their enablers, right? They are the scum of the earth, right? Like they contribute absolutely nothing to society, right? Like, oh, they bring a bunch of money in. You can get money through other ways, right? Like people need to just stop giving these people their money. Like, oh, you're good at playing a sport. You're so much more impressive than a doctor or, a lawyer or people who like, a scientist, people who like make real changes and contributions to society, right? You're so much better than all those guys, right? Like, oh man, you're better than these people, right? Like, oh, you're an athlete. You won the big game. Like, oh man, it's pathetic, right? It really is. Like, how many of these athletes like go on and do anything with their lives, right? Like 90% of them, I'm sure, like go broke, like after leaving the league. Like they become millionaires, blow all their money on like all this stupid stuff they can't pay for. Can't maintain it, can't handle the wealth, blow it all on like worthless stuff. And what do they have? Nothing, right? It's very common, I'm told. you know, Talented people give up like real opportunities in order to pursue like sports ball. Like maybe I'll be able to play at a professional level. Maybe I'll be able to do this. Maybe I'll be the best there ever was. But really, it just doesn't mean anything. It's an empty victory. You're just wasting everyone's time. You're wasting your own time. It's it's a complete waste. It is it is completely absurd and something that I wish more people would address as a real societal problem, right? The sports obsession is plaguing our society and it's ruining everything. It's one of those things that I just look back on as like the bane of my existence, right? Like I look back at all my history of sports, like look back on all the obsession with it, how like everybody like revolved their lives around sports, how like everybody thought they were gonna be millionaires, like oh that's what I'm gonna be when I grow up, a professional athlete. And of course inevitably their dreams were crushed, right? Inevitably they didn't make it. Inevitably they had to give up on their dream that really was kind of pathetic and sad if you thought about it for more than 2 seconds, right? Playing sports at a professional level is lame. Playing it at a college level is lame. Playing at a high school level is lame, right? Like sports are a waste of everyone's time.